We all know ACT is for students appearing with science and maths and appearing for STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, and maths, and SAT for the remaining all subjects, including those appearing for sciences as well. But let's understand the very minute differences that these two examinations have. But before that, let's focus on one very important thing, that be it whatever exam, you have to decide what exam you best suit with, and for this we have an inventory towards an end. Once you fill those inventories, you would be able to understand whether you are well fit for ACT or SAT. Now let's understand, both of these examinations, be it ACT or SAT, are for admissions to colleges in US and Canada. Both of them have numerous similarities. For example, there is no negative marking, and that's one of the very positive aspects for both the examination. There is no negative marking. Both of them have essay as an optional subject, we could say, or an optional paper that is part of it. Again, one very interesting phenomena is reading, writing, and maths is common to both. However, the intricacies and the details in which they go are different. For example, ACT would have higher standards for mathematics as compared to SAT. So we'll go into details of those in a minute later. So reading, writing, and maths are the three sections those are common to both ACT as well as SAT. Both are used as a score and a parameter to get admissions into good colleges for US and Canada. The scores are universally accepted from either it be ACT or be SAT, and most of the universities have a predetermined criteria for students to be selected for STEM or for the students to be selected for other subjects and branches. It was believed in 2018-19 nearly 2 million students applied for ACT and an equal number of students applied for SAT. However, how many students were common in both examinations, we are not aware about it, because both these examinations are conducted by different organizations. So SAT is conducted by College Board and ACT by ACT.org, and both of them, the common number of students we are unaware about, but yes, there are nearly 2 million people appearing for both ACT as well as SAT. Now let's understand the quick difference between the two. As we said, ACT is a section where you have science as one of the subjects, whereas there is no science in SAT, even be the new SAT syllabus. Reading, writing, and maths is common for both. So the number of questions against the number of time that is given is very, very important. The number of questions in the case of SAT and ACT are different. ACT requires much better speed in contrast to SAT. So one major difference is speed. You need to have better speed. On an average, if we look onto comparison per question, we can say for reading section, where you get 53 seconds per question in case of ACT, you get nearly 73 seconds per question in case of SAT. So SAT has less number of questions and you have much time to attempt the questions in contrast to ACT. ACT English section, you have nearly 36 seconds per question. So around 2 questions in 1 minute, that's an average that comes for ACT. However, with SAT, when you have the language section, you have nearly 48 seconds per question. That's an average time that is required to solve it. Now, SAT has a unique section which is maths with no calculator and maths with calculator. There is no option for ACT as such. ACT, for all the questions you have calculators that are allowed. However, in SAT you have a compulsory maths section where you have 20 questions where no calculator is allowed. But there is another interesting thing that you need to know. For SAT, you need not to remember formulas. Formulas are given with the question. However, in ACT, you need to remember formulas. So again, a very, very important difference that you need to understand is with ACT, which is, as we said, for STEM branches, you need to remember formulas. SAT, there is no need that you remember the formulas. Formulas are given. Again, when it comes to reading, very interesting is with the passage, you have, let's say, 5 to 6 questions that are there. The questions are arranged chronologically. That means if the first question is from the first section of the passage, the second question would be from the second section of the passage, and so on and so forth. So reading becomes much more simpler in case of SAT. However, in case of ACT, there is no such chronological order that is maintained. Again, a very interesting thing with ACT maths is you have 5 choices. However, in SAT, you have only 4 options that are given. Again, ACT maths has all questions as MCQ. In SAT, you have certain number of questions which are MCQ and certain number of questions which are open-ended. So they are not MCQs. So there is again a difference between the type of questions that are asked. There is one very, very important difference that we understand in SAT is under SAT you usually have evidence or reasoning that is very, very important. That means you will not be able to give your own opinion. However, under ACT, when you are writing, you would be asked about your own opinion. So opinion becomes very, very important in ACT. There is no requirement for such opinion in case of SAT. So again, one of the very, very fundamental difference between the two. Coming on to some another interesting differences. As we said, under ACT, what is very, very important is you have 5 choices that are there in maths. You have calculators that are allowed. However, in SAT, you have no calculator that is allowed for 20 questions, and for the remaining questions you do have calculators that are allowed. You have 4 choices that are given. Again, the scoring for the SAT is on the range of 400 to 1600. In ACT, you have a composite score of 1 to 36. So you have a score of 1 to 36 that is there. Essay is part of both the papers, be it SAT or ACT, and is optional. The time for ACT is 5 minutes less. So you have, for SAT, you have 3 hours. For ACT, you have 2 hours 55 minutes. So 5 minutes less and more number of questions. So you have nearly 215 questions for ACT and 154 questions for SAT. So definitely you have to maintain a very good speed when you are appearing for ACT. The registration deadlines for ACT is usually 5 to 6 weeks before your exam date, conducted 7 times a year in United States, and outside United States it's 5 times a year. SAT again conducted 7 times a year, but the registration deadline is 4 weeks before your examination. Again, the fees for SAT is relatively less. So the fees structure is relatively less, nearly around $2.5 is the difference between the fees as of now. Now ACT, you have maths that is higher order. Now what are the topics for maths that are asked in SAT? SAT, you would have arithmetic, algebra 1 and 2. Then you would have geometry, trigonometry, and data analysis that is part of your SAT. In ACT, in addition to all this, you would also have questions related to probability and higher focus on geometry and trigonometry. Algebra is a section which has an important weightage for both the examinations, be it whatever examination you are appearing for. Essay, as we said, in ACT, you would have to bring in your opinion. Under SAT, there is no requirement to produce your own opinion. English, in case of ACT, is much more rhetorical. You have punctuation, grammar, sentence structure that is part of it. However, under SAT, you have more focus on vocabulary, editing skills, and grammar. So a major difference again lies in what you are looking forward in your English. So in SAT, you have higher focus on vocabulary, in contrast to ACT, where sentence structure and editing skills rhetorical skills are really, really important. So those are some of the major differences. Now, it's time for you to appear for this self-inventory that's here. So you have a list of 6 questions that we have brought for you. You have to decide whether you agree with these statements or you disagree with these statements. If your agree proportion is more, you are fit for SAT. If you disagree with most of those questions, then you are fit for ACT. Again, what is very, very important is if you have an equal balance of agree and disagree, then might be you are fit for both the examinations. Whatever examination you are giving, be it ACT or SAT, make it very, very sure that none of that exam is hard or tough. Why? Because if you consider SAT as easy, then all others who are competing with you would be considering this as easy, and you would have a better competition. Those appearing for ACT, considering that as tough examination, would have other people who would be competing for the same examination who are considering it as tough. So ultimately, the number of people, the kind of students appearing for the examination remain more or less the same. The paper pattern more or less is identical except for a strong focus on science in case of ACT. Mathematics, which have a higher advanced concepts with more of trigonometry, more of probability that is part of it. Usually the time gets shorter for ACT, so speed is key. If you are including your essay paper, which is 50 minutes and 40 minutes in either cases, you would have to sit for 4 hours duration. So you need to have a sound concentration for 4 hours. And definitely those students have a very good question when essay is optional, whether we should write an essay or not write an essay. So whether you write an essay or not write an essay, it does not make a difference, because ultimately you would have to produce your writing skills in some form or the other when you are selecting your college. But it's better if you are at least okay at writing essays, you must go for writing essays. Now, there is some state-specific requirement. So, if you are selecting a college or a university from the following states, there is a requirement that you would have to clear your ACT. And again, if you are clearing and appearing for universities from the following states, you have a requirement that you would have to appear for SAT. So make very, very sure which universities you want to apply for, and based on that, you also have to decide whether you would be picking SAT or ACT as your examination. So we would be covering many more interesting lectures for you. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day ahead.